So we were talking of the prior probability, posterior probability, and likelihood, right? So what do we say? That the prior knowledge of or belief about the probabilities of various hypotheses in H is called prior in context of Bayes theorem. For example, if we have to determine whether a particular type of tumor is malignant for a patient, the prior knowledge of such tumors becoming malignant can be used to validate our current hypothesis and is a prior probability or simply called prior. Got the point? We want to say that we actually want to determine whether a particular type of tumor is malignant for a patient or not. The prior knowledge of such tumors becoming malignant can be used to validate our current hypothesis and is the prior probability. Fine. Let us introduce a few notations to explain the concepts. We assume that P of H is the initial probability of a hypothesis H that the patient has a malignant tumor based only on the malignancy test, without considering the prior knowledge of the correctness of the test process or the so-called training data. Similarly, P of T is the prior probability that the training data will be observed, or in this case, the probability of positive malignancy test results. Will denote P of T by H as the probability of observing data T in a space where H holds true, which means the probability of the test results showing a positive value when the tumor is actually malignant. The probability that a particular hypothesis holds for a data set based on the prior is called the posterior probability or simply posterior. What we are saying, the probability that a particular hypothesis holds for a data set based on the prior. Whatever is the prior probability is that, based on that, if we are saying that hypothesis holds or hypothesis is true, for that we can say that it is posterior probability or simply posterior, right? See, if hypothesis says that malignant is true, then it is true. If hypothesis says that the malignant is false, then it is false, right? But that depends on whatever is the prior probability, right? That is called the posterior probability. In the previous example, the probability of the hypothesis that the patient has a malignant tumor, considering the prior of correctness of the malignancy test, is a posterior probability. In our notation, we'll say that we are interested in finding out P of H by T, which means whether the hypothesis holds true given the observed training data T. This is called the posterior probability or simply posterior in machine learning language. So, the prior probability, that is P of H, which represents the probability of the hypothesis independent of the training data, that is the prior data, now gets refined with the introduction of influence of the training data as P of H by T. According to Bayes' theorem, combines prior and posterior probabilities. So P of H by T, that is equal to P of T by H into P of H divided by P of T. From the equation we have just seen, we can deduce that P of H by T increases as P of H and P of T by H increases, and also as P of T decreases. We can understand that very easily, that P of H by T, this one, increases as this P of H increases and P of T decreases. It is but obvious, isn't it? From this equation, whatever is available here, for that we can say this increases, so this also will increase. When this decreases, this also increases, isn't it? This simple explanation is that when there is more probability that P can occur independently of H, then it is less probable that H can get support from T in its occurrence. It is a common question in machine learning problems to find out the maximum probable hypothesis H from a set of hypothesis H set, given the observed training data T. This maximally probable hypothesis is called the maximum a posteriori, that is MAP hypothesis. By using Bayes' theorem, we can identify the MAP hypothesis from the posterior probability of each candidate hypothesis. Each candidate hypothesis, that means, say for our example, we have considered H1 as person is having the cancer, that is malignant, and second is person is not having the malignant cancer, right? So these two are the hypotheses which are there in our hypothesis set, that is H, right? And what we say is, from that, which one is the maximum probability, that is the accepted one, fine. So H map, that is equal to R max of H belongs to H, P of H by T. You can understand that, isn't it? And that is equal to R max, H belongs to H, P of T by H into P of H divided by P of T, right? This Bayes theorem, isn't it? For this one, we say that it is this one. In the equation, we have already seen, fine? So we are taking the arg max. And as P of T is a constant independent of H, in this case, we can write argmax H belongs to H, P of T by H into P of H. In certain machine learning problems, we can further simplify the equation that we have just seen. If every hypothesis in H has equal probable prior probability, that is P of H of I is equal to P of H of J. For example, we can say that we are flipping a coin, and we can say that whether the head will come or tail will come. So over there, we can say that the probability of P of H1, that is the head is there, and P of Hj, that is tail is there. For both of them, will find them as equal, isn't it? That will be 1 by 2. We typically used to say for this one, for flipping coin, right? flipping coin, we used to say that we are having F of, P of head that is equal to P of tail, isn't it? So if such is the case, and then we can determine P of H by T from the probability P of T by H only. Thus, P of T by H is called the likelihood of data T given H. And any hypothesis that maximizes P of T by H is called maximum likelihood. So, how we can say that? HML, that is maximum likelihood, that is equal to R max, H belongs to capital H, probability of T by H, right? Probability of T by H, right? So what we say about the Bayes theorem, for that we can say that data is being provided to the Bayes theorem. We are having the prior probability, then the data, and then we can find the posterior probability, isn't it? Now, for the Bayes theorem equation, which says that P of H by T, that is equal to P of T by H into P of H divided by P of T, right? So, for that we can say P of H by T, that is, we can say posterior probability, which we want to find. That is equal to P of T by H, that is the likelihood. P of H is called the prior probability and P of T is called the marginal likelihood. Okay. Let us take the example. We can have the idea. Let's take the example of malignancy identification in a particular patient's tumor as an application for Bayes rule. We'll calculate how the prior knowledge of percentage of cancer cases in a sample population and probability of the test result being correct influence the probability outcome of the correct diagnosis. We have two alternative hypotheses. One is a particular tumor is malignant. Second is a particular tumor is not malignant, right? So we are having two hypotheses. One says that tumor is malignant and second says it is not malignant, right? The priori available are, one is only 0.5% population has this kind of tumor which is malignant. Second is the laboratory report has come. What is that? Some amount of incorrectness as it could detect the malignancy was present only with 98% of accuracy, whereas could show the malignancy was not present correctly only in 97% of cases. So what's the solution we can give? This means the test predicted malignancy was present, which actually was a false alarm in 2% of cases and also missed detecting the real malignant tumor in 3% of cases. Let us denote malignant tumor, that is MT. We can write the terms as well as we'll be having the probabilities. Let us calculate based on that so we can understand, isn't it? Positive lab test, that is equal to PT. Negative lab test, that is equal to anti. What is anti? Anti is malignant tumor, right? And anti is negative lab test. So do not confuse with that. H1 is equal to, we are having the hypothesis set. For that, we can say that we are having two hypotheses. One says that the particular tumor is of malignant type, that is empty in our example. H2 is equal to the particular tumor is not malignant type. That means it is not empty in our example. So P of empty is equal to 0.005. We are having say only 0.5 percentage. So what do we say about the empty? That is probability of empty. That is equal to 0.005, right? So if it is 0.005, what we can say, the probability of negative empty, that is equal to obviously 0.995, isn't it? Now P of PT upon empty. P of PT upon empty. That means malignant tumor is there and the positive lab test is there. Positive lab test is there. So for that we can say it is 98%, and so it is 0.98. P of PT upon not empty, that is equal to 0.02. We can say 1 minus 0.98, that is 0.02. Then what do we say? That we could show the malignancy was not present correctly only in 97% cases, right? So what do we say is not negative test, not negative test, and what do we say is not malignant. That is equal to 0.97. And what about P of NT by MT? That is not negative test, and based on the malignant tumor, that is equal to 0.03, isn't it? So for the new patient, if the laboratory test report shows positive result, let us see if we should declare this as malignancy case or not. For that, let us find that P of H1 by PT, positive test, isn't it? Positive test, based on that, hypothesis H1 is true. What is H1? H1 is the malignant tumor, isn't it? And H2 is the not malignant tumor. Okay. So let us write the equation for our base theorem. That is P of H1 by PT, that is equal to P of PT by H1 into P of H1 divided by P of PT. Right? Now, what do we do? P of PT upon MT and divided by P of MT, right, into P of MT. What we can do with this? That is, we can say 0.98 multiply by 0.005, right? So what we'll be getting is 0.49. Same way we'll find the value for P of H2 upon PT. So for that we are finding it as 1.99%. Now which one is the maximum? Which one is the maximum? That is 1.99%. As the P upon H2 based on PT. This is H2 based on PT is higher than P of H1 based on PT. We can see the value, isn't it? we can see this value is higher than this one, right? So it is clear that hypothesis, which one, H2, has more probability that it is true, isn't it? That it is true. And so H map is equal to H2 and that is equal to not empty, not malignant, isn't it? This indicates that even if the posterior probability of malignancy is significantly higher than that of non-malignancy, the probability of these patients not having malignancy is still higher on the basis of prior knowledge. Also, it should be noted that through Bayes' theorem, we identify the probability of one hypothesis being higher than the other hypothesis, and we did not completely accept or reject the hypothesis by this theorem. Furthermore, there is very high dependency on the availability of prior data for successful application of Bayes' theorem. So that's all for today.